Well, hey folks, good Saturday afternoon. Made it back from a work trip and down here in the hayfield. We're getting some late brome that is connected to this prairie hayfield that we just wait to finish baling on the other side. My uncle's baling it up. Dad had somewhere he needed to be, so I'm going to take over raking. This entire prairie hayfield's down here. I believe it's about 60 some acres. Dad was raking the first round here when I pulled up and shut her off here and got to see what we have been doing here, talking about what's doing. Apparently they had a little bit of trouble with the new baler this morning, had a belt flip and something else go weird, and well, we'll hope it doesn't have anything more happen in the rest of the day. But anyway, we're gonna go back to raking here and hopefully we can get this all baled up. And we're off. As I started up the tractor and started rolling, noticed my uncle was done. He was parked on the other side of the hedgerow, probably putting some more twine in the baler. And I decided to go ahead and just take off. I'll be ahead of him. We'll have to make sure we don't get too far ahead of him in case something goes wrong, so we don't have a whole bunch of stuff raked up. But yeah, I want to throw the drone up in the air after a little while, once we kind of both start getting going, I think. Hopefully I can manage that, or it's not too windy for it. It is a little windy today, but fortunately if the wind knocks it out of the sky here, as long as it don't get run over, it might be okay. Gotta go around the bend here. I'll throw the camera outside and get some action footage here in a few minutes. Well, Uncle's over there baling now. We're still rolling around the field. I'm guessing by the time I get back all the way into this, I'll probably be caught up to it. So we'll have to wait on him just a little bit before we can start going back and forth probably. That won't take too long. Still raking away too. Well, how long it'll take him to get enough for another bale, but hopefully right here where I can jump out and catch him. He's tying the bale right now. We still like to use twine. Works better for our operation in most ways. So it takes a little longer than net wrapping it. Off he goes again. There's the bale she makes. 6 foot by 4 foot. Freshly baled Kansas prairie hay. She's tight. We'll see how hard it is to get spikes in these new bales. I think after we got the last new baler, the one that burnt, I think we might have had to turn the hydraulic pressure down just a little bit because, well, it was a little tough to spike the bales. Anyway, well, we're gonna have to wait till he gets around here and takes that windrow off, and then might have to wait a little while longer even because I want to get down to that end. Then I'll have to wait again. But anyway, might toss the drone up and see if we can catch him baling some hay. drawn back out of the air. Now we're at the other end. We could bust through that, but that just kind of makes a mess. I'll be plenty far enough ahead of him. He's over that way right now. He'll probably got to bail another 3 or 4 bales to get over here, and once he's past here, we can start going back and forth. Raking we go. Side by side action there. Yep. Trying to drop another bale out. Slowly but surely working along the patch. It's going to take a while though. I'll probably update you guys when we get a heck of a lot closer to being down here. Till then, time to listen to some radio. Well, we had a little fiasco there, as you can see. I guess he said he had a couple other bales on the other field, and he wanted to bring the hay truck down to try to unroll that. So we'll probably end up leaving the hay baler down here, and we'll have to figure out how to get those two fixed up. But I was gonna see if we can go back through this stuff without really messing her up. I can come back in and get back onto that. Well, we're getting down to short rows here, quite literally. The rows get shorter as we come this direction. And then if you can see through the sunshine, the rows go the other way in that part of the field. Don't know if we're going to get this all done tonight. The sun's starting to go down, or later in the summer, so we've lost quite a bit of our daylight. But I know we'll finish this part of the field, the rows that go this way here. We'll see if my uncle wants to go ahead and do the rest of that or start on it or not. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say a closing to this video. So appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Silage harvest should be coming soon. I'm going to make sure I get down here for this. Well, we thought we had enough time to finish this, and I think we're going to. We got a couple little rounds left right here, and this little patch right here left, right next to the railroad tracks. And that'll be pretty much it for haying for the year. We gotta fix a couple of bales here and have some red clover at home that needs cut, but other than that, that should be about